Okay, good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday, October 7th, 2025. You're in the live trading room, but you all know that. Wonder where all my sleepy heads are. Everyone's still rousing up and not in the room yet, but we're going to move forward. So here's yesterday's charts. Don't want to spend too much time. Yesterday morning had some negative trades. Did come back in the afternoon and pick up three nice trades later in the afternoon. So worked out of a little bit of a hole in the morning. Um, Q closed at 607.61. We did have, a lot of back and forth yesterday morning. Just no follow through on our trends yesterday morning. So, but once the market finally settled out and the market makers started to step in, we did get a nice long swing high that happened through most of the afternoon before it started selling off into the last hour. So Q closed at 607.61. It's currently sitting at 609.07. So we do not have a gap play. We're not that far away from a gap play, but we don't have one at this point since price is inside yesterday's high. And let me get rid of something here. Let's head over to the option chain. We have 1.818 million already traded in pre-market trading. So pretty good pre-market volume there, and we'll likely start strike-wise at the 608 on the call side and the 611 on the put side. Of course, we're in today's expiration. We trade 0-day DTE, and yeah, that's everything that I've got. So I'm going to go ahead and say good morning to Mr. Keith Frampton. Just unmuted his mic. Good morning, Keith.
Morning, Tim. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I don't know what happened this morning. There weren't any really big announcements that came out, but starting around 8 o'clock, it really started climbing this morning here. And we will have one of the Fed members speaking at 10 o'clock today, as well as some economic optimism report at 10. So could get a pop at 10. We'll have another Fed member speaking around, I guess it's about 10:15 or so, and another one at 11 or 10:30, and another one at 11:30.
Oh my gosh.
It's a trend here. We will have a 3-year bond note at 1 o'clock auction, and consumer credit change announcement comes out at 3 o'clock today. So a lot of stuff going on. Just reminder, tomorrow FOMC minutes come out at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, along with, you guessed it, a bunch of other Fed members speaking tomorrow throughout the day. So lot going on there. Still no anticipations for some reports this week, as well as the September jobs report, because the government's still shut down. And I'll be trading today's expiration with Tim today.
Okay, very good. Thank you for the report.
All
So
right.
is this week a Fed announcement?
It's
This
just the FOMC minutes.
just the minutes. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
From the last meeting.
Yeah. Didn't think that month had gone by already. All right, very good. Thank you for the report.
Yep.
We'll let a few people in here into the live room. Very good. Good morning. And we're coming up on 30 seconds away. And as I say every single morning, you're probably sick of me saying it, but want to make sure that we have our charts calibrated properly by having 20 cents between each of the hash marks here. So we're looking at the same size candles from day to day. So important to have that 20 cents or whatever you have. So you're always looking at the same size candles relative from day to day. So that is that. And we're coming up on 5 seconds. Stand by. Here we go. In 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are in. Just waiting for the broader markets to populate. Maybe those will come in. There we go. We just hit the 2 million in underlying volume. Price not real quick off the blocks here. We've got our 5-minute MACD is in the put bias position, as is our 1-minute MACD. There we go. Okay, so Dow is up by 68, Nas is up by 23, and S&P is up by 7.6. And that's where we're starting. Prices coming down a little bit. Want to welcome a guest that we have in today who's checking us out. So welcome. And as we go along, Gary, if you have any questions, you can put them in the meeting chat box and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you have, if you have any. All right, price is trying to come down a bit.
Yeah, we had close to a fill the gap kind of thing this morning until about 5 minutes before the market opened.
Mhm. Yeah. All right, price is just kind of moving in a very tight little range here. It's starting to rise. We don't typically trade anything in the first 5 minutes, kind of let that craziness go by. We don't typically see a trend in the first 5 minutes. If we do, if there's an obvious trend or a breakout that happens the first 5 minutes, we'll certainly take a trade if warranted. But mostly we do not take a trade in the first 5 minutes. Kind of let things settle in for a little bit. Try to get an idea of which way price is moving, if any trends are setting up. We're breaking through VWAP now, or trying to break through VWAP. Our 4th minute, we've got 3,880,000 traded on the underlying. Dow's up 150 now, Nas up 27, S&P up 11 and a half. Of course, we're trading triple Q, so we're really more interested in NASDAQ, what it's doing. Oh, here, I'll turn my camera on so you can see there's an actual human being on the other side. Probably still in a pretty tight little range here.
You can hardly see that hand up your back from the puppet going on there.
Yeah, you hope that hand's up my back. Could be worse.
Almost got a doji on that third Heikenase candle.
Uh-huh. That's true. So let's see, over on the option chain, probably be at the 608 on the call side and the 610 on the put side. Excuse me, 60, yeah, that's right. 608 on the call, 610 on the put for now. Lost my 100,000 line. Let me put that back in for volume. Put that in.
One thing I found on that, Tim, which you may already know about it, but the if you edit properties, if you extension on right,
Yeah.
make sure that's on, and typically it won't go away.
Oh, mine. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Mine goes away because I erase old drawings
Oh, okay.
every day, or else it would stay there. But yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, I typically don't erase my drawings, but I'll erase going back. I think you can select like anything older than 30 days prior, you can erase.
Right. I just find that my system slows down quite a bit if I have more than a few days of old drawings on for some reason.
Oh.
Yeah, we are getting a bit of a breakout here on the top side. So let's keep an eye on the 608 on the call side.
It jumped up above yesterday's high there, but then it's pulled back.
I know what that is. All right, pulling back a little bit from that slight little breakout. Something we always have to kind of watch from the beginning, not to get suckered into a false breakout too early in the session before we start seeing some true breakouts and trends. Okay, price kind of topping out here a little bit. Let's see if this is going to continue up. Got 4.38 million, 364 million traded on the underlying asset. NAS is up 30.40 now. Dow's up 112, S&P's up 11. Price is just going sideways into some consolidation right now. And we'll see if the messy middle rule applies here, where 9 times out of 10, price will continue in the direction that it came into the messy middle with. So Price may end up going higher here. And it's certainly trying to. All right, still looking at that 608 on the call side. It's trying to break out, just can't quite get the legs under it. I'm going to put a pseudo demand zone in on the bottom of the first 5 minute candle.
Yeah, I didn't straight away on that just because the next candle was so close.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'll do it now.
yeah. Got a doji on the 1 minute chart, upper left, and it is indeed reversing. So glad we waited on that. It wasn't a strong enough move anyway to get into a call trade. Prices come down to the demand zone, trying to push through, couldn't quite get through it. Price may be getting stuck in that messy middle zone just previous. Already starting to see some lower volume start to happen. We do like to see above 100,000 a minute, which is what our red line is, set at 100,000. So starting out pretty slow today. Not a lot of price movement. At least
No. Yeah, it's been in a really tight range.
Mm-hmm.
We may be able to put a supply zone in there on the second and third candles.
Yeah. Yeah, let's give it a shot. It's gonna be tight, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Let's make that red. Let's turn it red, more, HSV 60. There we go. And we got price breaking down through the demand zone. But immediately bouncing off a VWAP. Price back coming back up through the supply zone, or trying to anyway. All right, just going through more consolidation here. Well, it won't stay like this forever. It will break out. SPY is moving down quite a bit. Price coming back down through the demand zone, not really breaking out either top or bottom. Looks like we may see if we get through VWAP this time. On the put side, I'll be at the 610 on the put side. All right, price pushing down a little bit, trying to push through VWAP. All right, Jess, very slow this morning, folks. Sorry about that. Not that I have any control over it.
Disappointed, Tim.
I know. I'm sorry. Getting a little pop up above the supply zone. Be nice if the market makers would step in and get price moving here. Just always have to be cautious. We haven't had a trade yet. You start feeling a little anxious about, I need to trade something. Just be patient. Let's not get into something that's, let's not get suckered into a bad trade. Although we are popping up here a little bit, be at the 608 on the call side. So a little bit of a pop up, beginnings of a breakout, but it's already reversing. I'm going to move our supply zone out just a little bit to this next level. Price falling back down. Dow's up 11, Nasdaq's up 36, S&P's up 6.9 with 7,102,000 traded on the underlying asset, which of course is QQQ. Price VWAP again. All right, we got less than a minute for the pop at the top if we get one. We got 30 seconds till the pop at the top. Dow has gone negative now. It's down 12. Now still up 34. S&P still up about 5. Not huge numbers, pretty close to the center line. Still waiting on a breakout. Oh, we're in the pop. Well, we had the pop. Pop came and went. Nothing unusual about it. Not a lot of extra volume or price movement. So we'll mark that one down as a pop that didn't.
We have one of the Fed members speaking now. We've got another one speaking in 4 minutes and another one speaking in 28 minutes.
Okay. Maybe they can move the market. All right, we've broken out a little bit below the demand zone and VWAP. See if we get some continuation. And we'll still be at the we'll be at the 610 on the put side if this should continue and turn into something. All right. Stand by on the 610 on the put side. Yeah, it's retreating. All right. 610 on the put side. Stand by. Oh, and there it reverses.
That's what we call a juke move.
No kidding. It's okay to wait a little longer to make sure these are true moves before we get into them, since it's the first one that we've actually had, first halfway decent breakout. Remember, if you're not sure, you can always wait another minute. Back up to the demand zone in VWAP. Maybe getting a new demand zone here if things stay where they are. Or getting a real demand zone, that is. Moving off of the pseudo demand zone. Our 1 minute MACD has crossed back over into the call side. 5 minute MACD is flattened out a bit. We typically don't go this long without already having a trade or two in. But this has really been flat today. All right, getting a breakout on the top side. Here, we're going to go back to the call side, to the 608 on the call side, in case this should break out on the top side. All right, we can move our demand zone down to a real demand zone now. Go there, activate you, bring you down. There we go. Price trying to climb here a little bit. All right, let's head back over to the put side. Um, Gosh, probably the 610 on the put side. We may scalp this on the way down. We'll see.
What's your strike, Tim?
610.
610. Okay.
All right, stand by on the 610. Yeah, it's reversing. All right, I'm going to try this 610, trying to get into this trade, and it is not filling. I'm going to get out of that, go back to the 610 on the put side. Let's see if it gets through VWAP. Just would not fill. Probably because there's not enough traders out there to take it. Which may be just as well as we are reversing now.
Haven't heard any dinging in the background from your trading partner today, Tim.
Nope. I hear her running around upstairs, but see if you're going to break through. Keeps touching VWAP, just won't step over the line. Dow has gone positive again by 5 points. NASDAQ up 31, S&P up 4. I've got 9,632,000 traded on the underlying. Price trying to get through VWAP here. Still looking at that 610 if it should come below, but it's not looking like it wants to. Price staying in it's in a consolidation phase, messy middle right now. Price just getting stuck between the supply zone and VWAP. There goes price finally through. If you did get into that put trade, you're doing pretty well now. Price coming back up. You guys, you excuse me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Boy, things have changed a lot.
Oh, they've just been flying.
Oh my goodness. We're almost an hour in and we don't have a trade.
I don't know if you saw my text message to you, Tim.
Oh, no, I haven't. Let's see.
You know, this is just for you.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
I'll let you know.
All right. No worries.
But that just came to me this morning.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. go over to the 610 on the put side and just monitor this, see if this becomes a breakout. It's breaking out on SPY. S&P's gone negative, Dow's negative, down 68, and Nasdaq's just holding on.
Got that one Fed member speaking in about 2 minutes.
Got some good volume in on the 1027 minute. That's the market makers trying to get something going here. Well, that put trend did not develop, or at least hasn't so far. So we are 1 hour into the session. We got 11,493,000 traded on the underlying. We've got Dow is now down by 90. Nasdaq is just up by 3.67. S&P is down by 3.71. It'd be nice if the market got a nice sell-off going right now. Can't remember the last time we've gone an hour without a trade, Keith.
No, I can't think of any time. Except maybe last Wednesday when I wasn't on.
I'm going to go over the 608 on the call side. Stand by. I'm going to enter this 608. And it's not filling. Oh, filled that time. Thank you. So got in at 143. Yes, an actual trade, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, was trying to delete that trade, but ended up filling, so that's fine.
And what did you get in for?
143 at the 608.
Okay. I got in at 138.
Okay. I tried just to get 10 cents out of this.
Come on, get back up there. Guess we can actually move that demand zone down just a tad too.
Mm-hmm. Of course, we're getting a breakout on the bottom side.
Of course.
All right, I'm going to get out of this. Come on, climb back up there.
I'm going to try to get out of this.
Yep.
I can. I'm out.
Okay. Come on, climb back up there.
I'm going to try to get back in on this. Back in.
Okay. Crazy Ivan.
Come on. Golly, what a turkey. That MACD was just crossed over and was going to head on up and
Yep.
didn't want to do it.
That's a doji. Come on, back up. Come on. Come on up. Come on. Come on up to the demand zone. All right, I'm moving the demand zone down. So price keeps dropping. We've got all the broader indices are now in the red. Dow down 51, Nas down 27, S&P down 7. And it's probably time to get out of this trade here. Out. But I am going to go over to the put side, to the 609 on the put side.
Is that Dexter?
That's Dexter.
All right.
It's about 2 stories up, but he barks so loud.
Dexter the trading dog.
Dexter the trading dog. Yep. Not much helped him this morning, though.
What kind of dog is he, Tim?
He's a big old
Uh,
lab mix.
uh,
Big, cuddly, giant fur ball.
When we moved out where we are here, we adopted our neighbor's black lab, who they had just chained up outside the whole time.
No.
And took him a while to get him house trained and not attacking the cats, but finally did. But his one or her one thing was whenever we got a thunderstorm, she just wanted to go outside, run around, and bark at it.
Wow. No kidding.
Talk about a 90-pound dog barking at 2 o'clock in the morning when you can't hear anything, but boy, she could, and they got you up quick.
Yeah, I'll bet. 90 pounds. Wow.
He was a big one.
That's a big one. Yep. And I'm going over to the 609 on the put side here.
And I'm closing out of my trade.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, do.
Well, we've only had one trade this morning for a loss. Price continues to decline here a bit with some minor reversals. Dow's down 66, Nasdaq is down 22, S&P down 7. We've got 15,345,000 traded on the underlying. Just a very slow little sell-off that's going on. Here's a doji. Very low volume we're getting right now, so not going to be a whole lot of price movement. All right, folks, it is top of the hour, 11 o'clock. We're going to go ahead and call it for this morning. If you trade more this afternoon, be very careful. Hopefully the market will pick up this afternoon. But that's going to be it for me for this morning. Thank you for joining the room. Gary, I hope you come back for the rest of the week. This is not a typical morning for us. So that is it. Everybody have a great afternoon, and we will see you tomorrow morning.
All right. Thanks, Tim.
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Keith. Bye-bye.